Hey everyone, I wanted to bring to your attention a really excellent in-depth article. Now you'll notice this comes from Technocracy .news. This is Patrick Wood's website. The article it's more of like a research paper, is entitled "The Dark MAGA Gov Corp Technate." Now this is part 2. I'm going to read a little bit of it so you can kind of get an understanding of what is being covered here. It says a lockstep cabal of technocrats is prosecuting a coup d'etat against America and indeed the world. Trump is being promoted as the monarch of the Dark Enlightenment's GovCorp Technate, where the state will be owned by the oligarchy. These technocrats now have political power, technological power, and inconceivable wealth at their disposal. Americans don't see that language of freedom and liberty has been redefined as Orwellian doublethink. Patrick Wood. Now, it is kind of hard to understand some of this terminology, but there's nobody better than Patrick Wood, and this particular author breaks it down really well. You're going to see that in this article, there are a ton of YouTube clips that you can watch so that if this is kind of over your head, he kind of brings it down in layman's terms. But in part 1 of this series, which I highly suggest you read, I pretty much skimmed through the whole first article. We explored the political philosophies that have long been adopted and promoted by Elon Musk and Peter Thiel, and considered the implications, given both men's obvious influence on the Trump administration. Musk is a high-profile advocate of technocracy, and Peter Thiel is an accelerationist who favors, in particular, the Dark Enlightenment. And again, you can go in depth with YouTube articles embedded in the first article. He says, as noted in part 1, Thiel and Musk are part of the oligarch class by virtue of being invited to join a network led by other oligarchs whose stratospheric wealth far surpasses that of the names published on the richest people in the world lists. Welcomed into their exclusive club, Thiel and Musk are made men. In part 2, we will explore how the political philosophies and the associated economic theories of Thiel and Musk are shaping public policy. And they go into what's the true purpose behind DOGE, building these data centers, the AI, etc. Keep in mind that these two men are far from alone in attempting to create an American GovCorp Technate. I have yet to find something that is as in-depth and as informative as this article is, especially with the embedded YouTube links. At the end, it says, international financial institutions do not control money. Oligarch investors do not control technological development. Governments do not control populations. Only deception, coercion, and the use of force ensures these false perceptions. Deception works by bombarding people with propaganda and psyops. Coercion and manipulation are designed to convince us to accept that which we can and must decisively reject. Force will almost certainly be used if we do, but there's also 8 billion of us. Obviously, this guy's coming from a worldview that we can actually stop this movement. From someone who comes from a biblical worldview and understands Bible prophecy, I don't think this is something that we can stop, but just simply observe as it accelerates further. He says there are better alternatives to top-down oligarch control, despite the hopes of Musk and Thiel, and their ilk GovCorp Technates are not inevitable, which I disagree. We need only peaceable decline to obey their demented edicts, quit subscribing to their insane schemes, and build something better. Understanding the dark MAGA GovCorp. Now, I want you to hear this out. Elon Musk declared himself a dark MAGA at a 2024 Trump rally. He continues to wear a dark MAGA hat, a declaration that signifies more than just political allegiance. It encapsulates a fusion of technocratic governance and the Dark Enlightenment, a reactionary philosophy advocating corporate-led authoritarianism. Musk and Trump are advancing a Technate, a continental-scale technocratic system through initiatives like DOGE, which centralizes power in unelected technocrats while dismantling democratic institutions. To say these people are bat guano crazy is understated. The whole MAGA populist movement has been punked as technocracy races to clamp us down into a draconian and dystopian scientific dictatorship. Once you see through the language, you can understand what's going on. Don't just read this article. Study it, consume it, digest it. After that, you will know what to do. Patrick Wood. Okay, so I'm going to link both of these articles in the description page. Do your own research, connect your own dots. Obviously, we have something that presents another side to what they call the dark MAGA movement, the technocracy, the data centers, the innovation of AI in this country. And I just simply believe that this is going to be the foundation for the future beast system.